And now we're going to have a different episode of Getting Busy. Remember, come in, please smash the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's YouTube at Biscuit. And with that being said, let's get busy. As you see, I got a different background today. With all the hoopla earlier today, and I didn't get to really talk about what I wanted to talk about today, so decided I'm going to do it now. Well, I'm going to talk about the Fever last night. Fever lost their second home game, 102-104. It's the second time this season they've scored in the hundreds and still lost. Hell of a game last night. Went into overtime. So two stars rose to the occasion. Citron from the Mystics and, of course, Clark from the Fever. And it was a hell of a game to watch. It was fun to watch. It really was. Citron ended up hitting a half-court shot from at the end of regulation, but it was waved off because she clearly had still had the ball in her hands as the buzzer went off. But, man, dodged the bullet right there. Really did. Because she hit that damn thing. I can say it was fun to watch. Kayla Clark had set that there was a give and go that was set up on the left side, and she got the ball from, I think it was Hines, forget her last name, Hines something, and she just buried a three to tie it with 1.6 seconds left, and hell of a game. Definitely fun to watch. But they started the night off hot, man. They were hitting everything. Started off, Kaylin was actually, she had been in this 3-point slump for a long time, and it seemed like it was just going to be, it seemed kind of hopeless, to be honest, because she just breaking everything. And she started getting in the groove. She bang, bang, hit two in a row, and then she's, when she gets to hitting, she gets pumped up. She gets the crowd pumped up, and it becomes fun to watch. Fun to watch. Got to give that some gunfire. It is fun to watch. Then for some strange reason, Stephanie White pulls her out of the game. You pull her out of the game. I don't know if Caitlin was asking for a breather, a blow, or what. But she left her on the bench for so long and didn't even put Raven Johnson in, the new first-round draft pick, backup point guard. Turnovers were happening left and right. It just was sickening, and she didn't put him back on the floor. She just left Caitlin sitting there. And a bunch of us was thinking, what in the hell is going on? Couldn't stop the bleeding. The bleeding continued. That was into the first half. Not only the Mystics come back, they came back and took a 13-point lead themselves into the third quarter. In the third quarter. It looked pretty hopeless there. You're thinking, good God. And then you got to ask yourself, what's going on with Boston? And then we find out Boston's hurt. And that goes to remind me of this unrivaled shit that these girls go and play during the off season. Then they come back to WNBA and they're all hurt. Boston, she was literally, because the Mystics are a big team. They are. You can't, with a Fever giving up so much size, you can't sit and play a half-court offense. And for some reason, that's what Stephanie White had the Fever doing.
Kiss my entire
I don't get it.
ass.
You can't deal with a team that big. They got three girls on their front court that are good size, and the Fever don't match up to them. But they can't match up to the Fever speed, and that's where it should have been the Fever just running them off the court. And so it looked like it was going to be in the first quarter, until for some reason Stephanie decided, well, I got to sit Caitlin down, and I want to sit her down forever. Good God. I'm starting to have issues with Stephanie White. I know everybody's going to say, well, she all the players that was hurt last year, she still got them to the Eastern Conference Finals, and can't deny that it happened. But the girls that stepped up and was picked up to relieve the girls that got hurt were all veterans. They were good players. That Sims, I thought she would have made a good player to keep for this season. But of course, you know, it is what it is. And but what I don't understand is that draft. Yeah, Raven Johnson. And so many people was going crazy. Why are they going to the Indiana Fever? Because, you know, Indiana Fever got this reputation. Most ridiculous thing I ever seen, but just because we're passionate about basketball around here. But man, I didn't understand the pick. Another point guard. When you need bigs, you need a front court. Dantes, as much as I like Dantes, is not the person that you want to try to get banging down and low. She's not that. That's not her game. She's a shooter. That's it. Timpson, she is somebody inside. For some reason, she didn't get played much last night. She has some of the longest arms in the damn league, and she didn't get much playing time last night. And she's been playing really solid these last couple games. I don't understand Stephanie White. I don't understand her at all. And so it goes into the third quarter. They were. You notice when the Mystics were taking their run, they did not pull their people off the court. No, hell no. They were out to bury the Fever. And then Kaylin the God just stepped up and just went bananas. Started hitting. She was just winning. She just took over the game. She brought that team back. She put that team on her back, brought them back in the fourth quarter, scored 17 of her 32 points in the fourth quarter alone. She was not shooting the ball good at all. When you look at the numbers, oh, she shot 10 for 28. That's terrible. Look at that fourth quarter. She stepped up. She stepped up big time. And what was her reward? She had just she just put the game into, she hit that last second shot, put the game into overtime. And in the overtime, Stephanie White takes the ball out of her hands. Oh, hell no. What? Started giving the ball, Kelsey Mitchell. Normally, I don't have a bitter problem with Kelsey Mitchell taking shots, because that's what she's there for. Yeah, she's not going to pass the ball. That's her game. Her game is to score. That's her game. She'll end up with at the end of the game where she'll have somewhere around 20-some points. She won't have no rebounds. She won't have no assists. She may have a steal or two, but she is to score, and I have no problem with that. I do, however, have a problem when you're putting the ball in somebody's hands that misses a wide open layup. Oh, hell no. Wide open layup. Blew it. You know, we're down to the time to win the game. We're down 3 points with 1 minute and 7 seconds left. And she misses a bunny. She wasn't even guarded. And she missed it. Put the team in another peculiar spot. She had just hit a crossover three not too long ago and could not hit a wide open layup. I don't know if the pressure was. I don't know if the pressure was too much for her at the time. But then she goes back to. Then they get the ball again. She goes back to the hole, gets fouled. Still down by 3 points. and she missed both free throws. Missed both free throws with the game on the line. Again, they get another chance. It's this last minute. This last minute is really taking some time here, and she gets a little easy bunny shot. Now she was guarded, but normally she can just flip it right up and in. She missed that. So Kelsey Mitchell falls apart right at the end. And the game and the game was on the line. And what was the play that we had drawn up? Down by 2 with 4 seconds to go. It wasn't designed for Caitlin to get the ball and go do something with it. Kelsey Mitchell. This is the shit that Stephanie White did. She is out. It seems like that she is out to be the star of Indiana. Okay, she's the one who came from Purdue. She's the one that was on the Fever team when they won the WNBA title way back when. Now she's the head coach, and she has the biggest superstar in women's basketball history on her team. And she doesn't let her cook. Will kill her momentum. And to just sum it up, I just ask you all to go and watch the press conference after the game. When a reporter asked her when Caitlin was on fire, why they took the ball out of her hand and what did it help with the momentum? She literally said, "We all got momentum." That wasn't the case at all. Caitlin Clark scored 17 points in the fourth quarter. Who had momentum? You can't even say, okay, this one was on me. That's my bad. I made a decision tonight and I made the wrong decision. I criticized Christy Sides, but I never criticized Christy Sides for one thing. She knew she had a star and she let Caitlin cook. Caitlin cooked. The biggest problem I had with Christy Sides is that she would take all 3 of them out of the game at once. Caitlin, Boston, and fucking Mitchell. And there was no reason in hell those 3 girls could be on the bench at the same time. One should always be in the game. I just the way I feel. And Stephanie White, man, I'm not sold on her, man. I made a post on Facebook to really dig it in a little bit. She fucked this game last night. She really messed that game up. You have a star, and this star, and don't question it one bit. Caitlin Clark has that killer mentality in her. She wants to destroy you on the basketball court. She has that dog in her. And I'm not saying Kelsey Mitchell don't, because she does. But when you're off, you're off. Caitlin's off, she's going to get the ball to the hot person. That's a fact. But Kelsey was given the opportunity and she blew it. She blew the game. And that's all because Stephanie White gave her the green light and did not give it to Caitlin Clark. The girl who just brought you back from 13 points down. They come all the way back and took the lead by 1. You know, she started off going to the hoop to get fouled and then start hitting free throws. Yeah. She hit all 5 free throws. And then what that do? That loosened her up. She's seen the ball go. And when a shooter sees that ball go through the hoop and they get that feeling, they get that urge, that's when she started letting them rip. She was letting them rip. She's been in a shooting slump. Last night she shot herself out of it. And that's how a shooter gets themselves out of a slump. They shoot themselves out of a slump. You think Michael Jordan gave a shit when he was having a bad game? But when the fourth quarter came, he just simply took it over. Did Phil Jackson say, "Nah, I'm not going to give the ball to Michael Jordan"?
Oh, hell no.
Hell no, he didn't. It just doesn't make sense. Larry Bird, when he was having a bad game, did the Celtics take the ball out of his hand in the fourth quarter?
Denied.
No. And Indiana Pacers damn sure never took Reggie Miller. They took the ball away from him. He was one that would shoot himself right into getting hot. And when he got hot, it was always in the fourth quarter. That's where Reggie Miller made his name. Those last-second shots. Historic last-second shots. We had that last night with Kaylin. She hit one. She hit a couple of them last night. She hit a few of them last night. Big shots. She's not afraid of the moment. But Kelsey Mitchell choked in the moment. I'm not saying that she probably won't handle it better, but my question is, why would you want to put the ball in somebody's hand who just, A, missed a wide open layup, nobody around her, B, goes to the free throw line, a 90% free throw shooter at that, and miss two, and C, miss another little wide open shot right at the rim. But that's who you're that's who you're going to give the ball to for the last second shot, for the last shot to either tie the game or win it. That doesn't make a damn bit of sense. When you have a player that just single-handedly brought you back, even hit the big shot to send you into overtime to save the game. Stephanie White, man, I don't know. I know it's early in the season. It's game 3. Well, we've lost, but the Fever have lost now 2 games at home. There are only 2 games at home. And both games, you see it right there. They scored 100 points. And their damn opponent scores 104. 104. Fever scores 102. This is a high-scoring game. There's no sense in that. There was absolutely no sense in that. Stephanie White, I just don't know. You have to sit and when a reporter asks you such and such about Kaylin, and then you immediately bring up the other, we're all in this together because you're scared of hurting somebody's feelings. That's absurd. This is the girls' league, and they all are built in their feelings. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. No, you give the ball to your stars. You give them to your star, and your star is Caitlin Clark. The star of the world is Caitlin Clark. So the best bet is to live or die with her. I don't understand that one last night. And I damn sure didn't understand putting Harrison as the backup point guard when your rookie, your first round draft pick is Raven Johnson, that everybody says is this great defender. And you don't have her in the game when Citron's hitting everything. And then you realize when Boston goes down, you ain't got a damn soul inside. No, nothing. She's it. So management made a fucked up decision on even drafting a point guard. Nothing against the girl because she's a solid player, but man, you gotta have bigs. You gotta have bigs. Whatever. Just you can't make it make sense. So, Stephanie White, I really, I'm really getting there with you, man. You got to do better. You got to do better. When you got a hot hand and your star is shooting the way that she was shooting, you don't take her out of the damn game and leave her sit there. You don't. It doesn't make sense. You ride that. You ride that till that player says, I need to come out for a blow. But Jesus Christ, you kill your momentum that way. You notice the Mystics didn't do that. Citron's hitting everything. Austin's just dominating inside. And they rode that shit. They rode it. That's good coaching. That's a coach understanding, hey, I got a young player. I got young players here, and they're balling out against a team that's supposed to be one of the best in the league. Right now, the Fever, they show that they're playing some killer offense. Defense, man, they got to do something. They got to work on some of that shit, man. Their help defense is absolutely atrocious. They're not running people off the 3-point line, and I get when you're playing good defense and a player still hits it, you can't know about that. But man, they're giving White. I'm telling you, Kiki had a chance, and she blew it. Obviously, she had a chance to put the game away with seconds to go, but she was wide open with the game on the line underneath the basket. That should never happen in that situation. Never. And it happened, but she blew it. And gave us a chance. Gave us a chance, and you took the ball away from Caitlin Clark and you gave it to Mitchell. Didn't make sense. All Clark's got to do is get past half court, and she's got a chance to win the game. And the whole damn world knows it. Because that girl's got crazy range. It just didn't make sense. Stephanie White, this is for you. You got to do better. And you got to own up. You got to stop thinking about all these girls' feelings and get out of their feelings. They're professional basketball players. If they can't take criticism, they don't need to be known as pros. They're getting big money now. Kelsey Mitchell is getting $1.5 million for this one season alone, which is the highest pay that they can give a one-year deal. For years, all the girls were making was like $50,000 a year. That's shit. Hell, I make more than that. Jesus Christ. And they were professional basketball players. Now Caitlin Clark comes in, and they're not playing in high school gyms anymore. They're playing in packed arenas. They're not riding on a fucked up charter bus, for days at a time. No, they're in luxury jets now because of Caitlin Clark. Because of the fan base that came with her. She's box office, people. You all can hate her all you want. It doesn't make sense why you hate her, but she's box office. And then when she's cooking, good God, what are you thinking? It doesn't make sense. So I think Christy Sides last night would have kept that ball in Caitlin's hands. And she got to coach her 1 year. And we was all bitching about her because of her subbing. I'm bitching about Stephanie because I don't understand her the way she's running the team. I don't get it. Oh my God, my star is dominating. I got to take her out of that game and let her cool off.
Kiss my entire ass.
I don't understand it at all. God damn. Like I said, I will talk about some WNBA stuff time to time. It'd probably be more or less the Fever because that's our local team. It's just that's the team I like. I absolutely adore Caitlin Clark. I think she's fantastic. Gotta let her cook, man. You know, God, didn't understand it. Didn't understand it at all. Didn't get it. Yeah, so Fever played again tomorrow night at 6:00. They're still at home. They're like on a 3 or 4 game home streak here. So, good God, we got to get a home win. We got to even the season out tomorrow night. I mean, we got to win at home. I mean, we're at Gamebridge, packed house, 22,000 people, all there ripping and roaring. And when she gets to go and she gets that crowd screaming, and it's a great time. Fans are not coming out, paying the money they're paying now to watch their superstar sit that bench, to watch their superstar not have the ball. Stephanie, that's on you. You got to do better. You're not the star. You not the star. It's not 2002, sweetheart. Oh, man. Anyway, I wanted to come on and rant for a little bit about Stephanie White and that stupid-ass play calling she had him doing last night, taking the ball out of Kaylin's hands, benching Caitlin White. She's hot. Get the fuck out of here. Golly. I'm sitting there watching that game, and I just could not believe it. I'm like, why is she still setting? 13 points ahead. She literally sit and watch the team come back from a 13-point deficit and take the lead, and she's kept her star on the bench.
Kiss my
God damn.
ass.
When the team gets momentum like that, it's kind of hard to slow them down until you can gain some momentum. And you got to gain momentum by becoming what Kaylin did last night. Took over. She took over. And it was sickening. Anyway, Stephanie White, do better. I think you can do better. I hope you can do better. If not, we need to get better than you, because that was ridiculous. So, with that, I'm going to sign off tonight and tell you all, even though it's the girls basketball, we are still them boys. Have a good one.